Yeah, this is the culmination of 5 years since starting out on the Pro-Am with, that's where I met my manager, Jake Hirsch. He was MC of this thing. And I made it into the semifinals of that, and I didn't win, but it didn't matter. It got me seen by the right people, and they started working me on the road. And I started out as a middle, just doing 15 minutes, split middle, 10 to 15 minutes tops. And this is my home club. So I've done a lot of shows here, won a lot of roast battles, and I've also lost a lot of roast battles here. But this is hallowed ground for me. And so it was very important that I launched this here. Nowhere else in Canada. It had to be my hometown. And I called in all my favors on this one. I called all my friends and family, everybody that's been talking for years. When's your next show? We want to see you. This is the show. This is the dance. This is an album recording, and I'm headlining my very own curated dark and dirty show, Barely Illegal Comedy. So I want to hit a home run. It sounds like the place is filling up. 101 tickets were bought online. It's always nice, and hopefully walk-up traffic jams are the fuck out. There's never any backing down. You either love it or you hate it. And you really better learn to love it because it's the best thing going. And there's nobody in Canada coming even anywhere close to this. There's some edgy guys and there's some this and that, but there's none of the 14-inch biceps telling you to fuck off from the stage. That ain't happening. And these guys are, you know, I'm living. This isn't a character. This is myself, and that's the big difference. And especially in this country, Canada, we don't have free speech here. What I'm doing on stage is technically illegal. I could be charged under blasphemy laws from the 1800s or whatever they still have on the books. But if they so wanted, what I'm doing is illegal. So Barely Illegal is very suiting to what's coming. And this is just the start. Yeah, it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. And there's a reason there aren't guys my age that are getting into this. This is rare air for even an established comedian to start making it into the headliner spot. It's not easy. And basically, what I gotta do is I gotta take somebody's job. So there's somebody out there right now that doesn't know it yet, but by this time next year, I got your job. And I'm working harder than you are, and I deserve it. The vision tonight is to prove to the world that I can sell out a club doing my brand of humor, my way, with my comedians on my show. My curated music list playing before the show, my pomp and circumstance, my entrances, bar none, the dirtiest show going today. And this is just the maiden voyage. This is the first one. Happens to be an album recording, so it's going to be immortalized for the rest of my life. Hopefully you'll be able to hear it on Sirius XM or whatever radio station we can get it on. It's going to be out there on the airwaves. The virus spreads, and the fact that this many people are coming tonight is just going to embolden people down the road to come to the shows. Whether it's good press or bad, people saying they love it or they hate it, you're gonna feel something. And that's what this is all about, is making you feel something.
And here's your headliner of the very first ever Barely Illegal Comedy Show. Give a huge round of applause for Sam Walker!